wote Kembo Kembo Nzambi ya Mazulu, Kimfumo Kyakuisa, Nzambi Mawesha, Nzambi Akubenisha, Nzambi Monene, Nzambi Ampungu Tilanda, Kongo Yave. Motonde Mamengi Yaya, Bayete Nkosi, Kukwisi, I hope you Kukwisi Ambote, welcome. I hope that you Wikichila, I know I've used that word in the past. Tuna Mavimpi, Mona Nzambi, Ampungu Tilanda, I'm doing well by the grace of the Most High God. We give all praises to King Kongo, hallelujah, Zonina Nini Samanla, for all that he is doing. I know many people can speak languages, that's great. Things are going to be manifesting with that soon. I'm looking forward to it. I give all praises to Tatanzambi and Pungo for what he continues to do in this time and how he continues to help our people grow in understanding. All I'm going to say is get ready for the shockers that's coming. I'm not going to really go too long. I don't have the music queued up today. They just want me to jump on and jump off real quick and give people an understanding of where we're at. And like I said, I know people might make comments. They can say what they want, okay? But what's coming is going to be the shocker. The most I said, let them keep planning what they're planning. It's always how they play the game. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep playing the game. And now the reality check is coming. So I'm going to jump into really one thing that Toko talked about. And this is the one thing that we always got to remember. And we always seem to forget this. But not just because everybody says it doesn't mean it's them. Because a lot of false prophets and false people continue to, even in this awakening, claim that they're giving you stuff in testimony when it's actually written down script. And also, they are oracles or warlocks or witches or whatever you want to call them. Or even if they don't know it, there's a spirit on them that's causing them to work into the advantage of the enemy. Okay? The service that I do is not my head. It was from God, which is really King Kongo Tatanzambi Sonina Nini. And he gave me this power, the Angola that today extends everywhere. He gave him the power. Masinisi said the same thing. It's not my power, it's the Father's power. Okay? Much has been said about the coming of the Ben-Muntu, which they call, they say, Son of Man, Son of God. And much is said about his coming. There are so many religions in this world, and there are also sects that speak of the Most High God and Christu, and there are sects that do not speak of Christu. Saint Saula wrote in the epistle, okay, since the time of the apostles, the Balangoki, or they call apostles, who spoke of Christu, Kuswa Kongo, what has happened today has happened. However, truly speaks of our Mfumo Yiswa Iswe Kongo, Iswe Kustu, and Moyo, and the truth is persecuted. Yes, and the truth is persecuted because Christians are butchering the truth. They don't even know it. Okay? They're teaching another Jesus that did not actually come, and they're going to find out the hardship. Islam is teaching another Jesus. Judaism for sure knows the Jesus that they're talking about because they're the ones that changed it. And all the other religions that are on the highest levels, they know that everybody's talking to Nimrod, so Cain, and they're going to be hit with it. This is the reason why Christu had explained by his Alangoki what has happened in the future for them, truly him, and always said, beware of men. Correct. And women. The devil plays the same game. He goes through the women first, then the men. He goes through the women first, then the men. If a man starts having doubts about something, he can turn the woman into thinking, oh, no, this is how it goes. But if the woman is actually showing that the spirit is upon somebody needs to be checked, pay attention. There's a reason for that. Okay? Now, people will sit there and say, oh, man, this guy, he's the devil. I said, but because, see, many people have Lily on them and don't even know it. Because Lily don't want you to expose any of her false teachings and her children. And they look like us, and they look like them, and they look like everybody. stop listening to them. And they say, oh, but that woman didn't need it. If it's not written in the Bible, she didn't exist. Yeah, she did that. Okay? Keep listening to the people that keep telling you that. Okay? And her ministers are the ones that are continuously living into the pit. And I'm going to tell you, somebody put a video on there showing this woman was burning in hell. What she said with prosperity pastors. It's not just prosperity pastors. There's people listening to people in Islam, Judaism, Hinduism, all these other people that's burning. That's going to be burning because the problem is they know that everywhere that people were scattered, they created a culture to make sure that the sheep became unknown to themselves. In the Hispanic culture, where we got scattered, in the Chinese culture, Asian culture, South American culture, even in our own African culture, in Europe culture, in American culture, everywhere his sheep went, they were to make us look like we don't exist no more. That was all part of the plan. Okay? And it happened many times. They just keep wiping your memory from that. This ain't the first time. Beware of men, because they will deliver you to the councils. They will flog you in their synagogue. Well, that's why I said, beware of men, because they will deliver you to the councils. Why do you think we got whipped like slaves? Our own people who believe the lies of the pagans, we got led into their temples and they beat the crap out of us. Even in the churches, we got whipped. Because these buildings are the churches of Baal. The Father does not dwell in wood of buildings built in wood and stone. Anybody who keeps teaching you that, they're going to be taught, they're going to see that they're wrong. The Father's Spirit is not in the buildings. It rests on the people. And the people who claim to have the Holy Spirit, many of them are evil. Because they're not feeding the sheep, they're feeding themselves. I'm not here to put myself on here to become famous, or people keep calling my name and whatever. This is not me. Even Simon Toker was like, hey, this is more than just me. Okay? I know Kimbangu, many of these people, they were running from what they needed to do. Okay? And then they started doing it. I know I was. Because I know what's coming is not going to be good. Okay? And you will even be brought before the governors and the kings because of me to testify. This is going to happen again. It has been happening. Many talk with. You got a guy that's running things he's a liar. Okay? Because the bottom line is, if he was doing his job, Angola would change. Congo would change. Everybody would change. Because they would be afraid of the route that they saw back in 1959. Yeah, it's coming again. Oh boy, it's gonna. Do you think the U.S. military is gonna stop the Most High? They got all these people running to the UN. You got enough firepower for this? No. And I can vouch for the fact they're even saying it. They can't even beat China. Yeah, they don't want people to know that. That's bad for morale. They know it's going to be the end of everything when this goes down. They just talking. They just, they say the barking with the bark. Now come the bite. You barking and barking. See, because they out here bombing people and destroying things. And they're not doing it for the Most High. They're doing it for themselves. They just think, like, I even heard Netanyahu talk about God. I said, what God, man? I said, if anything, you wouldn't need the weapons from the United States if you had the true God. What are you talking about? The Most High got his own weapons, people. That's why they're stealing all the plans. They're teaching the forbidden knowledge, man. The science that they made up comes from Lucifer. They're not telling the scientists that. They gave them fake equations. and historical they know they handed these people a bunch of garbage. And they go out there digging in the dirt looking for this when they know these creatures were modified. Modified creatures. And they say, oh yeah, evolution, this. Boy, I'm telling you, people don't see how stupid they are. They think, oh, we just now got cloning. We just now got DNA. Man, the Anunnaki lying to you. They've been cloning since the days of Noah. They've been cloning creatures. They were making these things. Cain cloned his dogs and he turned one into a robot. Back away from the premises. Ha, 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 ha. And when the dog was barking in Transformer. R2-D2. Oh my gosh. People are going to find out all that mechanical stuff they've been doing. It's been here. It's been here. Nothing was new under the sun. Nuclear weapons, all this garbage, fighter jets, helicopters. Stop listening to these idiots, man. Oh my goodness. Bilaka are those who suffer persecution for the sake of justice. Yeah, because that's what's happening to many of us. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So what we're saying, we were going to get persecuted. We were going to get ridiculed. We were going to get told we're crazy for those who are exposing these false churches, these false teachings of even Islam, of Judaism, of all these things. Anything that's from Cain that we're exposing, you're going to get persecuted. Oh, this guy's crazy. School is not bad for you. School was meant to steal the soul of the 12 tribes. Now they even admitted it out of their own mouth. Oh, yeah, we created this. We were being babysitted for 12 years. Why do you think teenagers are losing their minds now when they get into it's gotten? You cannot have hundreds of churches all over the world, and each generation is getting worse. That they say they know God or they know Jesus, because the power would change them for real, for real. They're just making money off of something they created thousands of years ago, and they're lying to their own people. Of course, they want you to say I'm crazy, because then they're going to go broke, and they don't want to go broke. Then they're going to go broke. Now, every rich person's about to go broke. Oh, you don't even know. What will this event arise? When he's coming for him? Nobody knows. If anybody going to sit there and tell you they prophesying this and that, this and that, this and that. Okay? The problem is you got Christians prophesying and they don't even, it's like nobody knows. And then they say, oh, but no one knows the day or the hour. But they know the season, though. It's right there. They know the season. Nobody knows. Toko didn't even know. Kimbango didn't even know. So how are they the Most High? How are they the true Messiah? Okay. He said that Malekis themselves who live with Tatanzami themselves do not know. So any Maleki Konga comes and starts telling you they know, run. But Christu showed some signs that they would be the first of his coming. It was even in what we've all read in the books of in St. Matthew, Mark, Luke, but you better go to the originals. He had the originals. All the words he spoke ended up in verse 36. Which Christian, which about Christu, not Christian, Banabetu, Bakustu, or Bantwe must do every day, because we did not need to learn from any of these pagan people. We already knew it. But there are many people in this world who say that this is a legend and it's not true. Yeah, because the Christ that the Christians are waiting on, most of them are waiting on, is Apollo. You're going to see that it's wrong. Okay? So now, first of all, I say, Manakumba say, Imana Velan Saiseto, Sakupanza Zina. We give honor to Tatanzambi and Pungutlena Kongo Yave. We give Tatanzambi, Ingeta, Mfumu Yisu, Keseko, Bayeten Kosi. We give honor to Kusa Kongo Fumu Yisu, Manavilala, Masamalama Leki Makongo. The Muslims are not saying it right. It's not Assalamu Alaikum. No. But anyway, all praises to King Kongo, Tatanzambi, and Pungo Tulendo, and Fumu Yahweh. We continue to help us to give strength, wisdom, understanding, knowledge, and we can continue to grow our understanding. Real quick, I'm going to share my screen. And they told me to talk about a couple of things because there's a lot of people out here that are not checking the fact that they're listening to people and they don't see that they're getting stuff from what was given to them from somebody else, and they're using it like it's theirs and they're profiting off of it. Or what they're doing is they're leading you into a trap. And that's what's happening now. Because all the Masons are going to turn on everybody and themselves. Watch what's going to happen. Because they're on the bottom of the higher ups. The leaders of this world, the top people, they're coming down. Huge fight about to go down. It's actually already beginning. The New World Order is going to fall apart in the way that you don't even know. Because it's going to only exist in the spiritual realm of Lucifer when it comes down. It's not going to exist on this plane anymore. The New World Order is done. It's about to get broken into pieces and shattered. So don't believe any of them. But you'll be over there building the Most High's kingdom under your New World Order, that's for sure. But you'll be on the other side of everything. It's going to be bad. This is the apocalypse of Kepha, which they call Peter is actually Simon the sorcerer. You don't want to believe me? He's coming for you right now. Get ready. He's an Anunnaki. And all the Anunnaki are going to come take you to this liar. Okay? The second coming of Christ and the resurrection of the dead, who died because of their sins, for they kept not the commandment of Tatanzami, their creator. This is what the Most High has always said to me. If you were taught not how to keep the commandments, the person that's going to get hit is the teacher, not you. That's why I told people my role is, we know, and this is what I told my wife, we're struggling with this because we have to put the Sonini Nanini first. And if you think that's his complete name, I got something for you. I'm telling you, there's agents, Sonini Nanini Samana, I am that I am the Almighty. That was not the name of his people. Okay, you got all people doing different things out here. We were not called the Sonini Naninis. Okay, you still got Kemetis tricking you. Yes, we were called, all the angels are called Maleki Kongo. If you're an angel of the Most High, you're a Maleki Kongo, you're not, forget about it. And the problem is that people claiming to be Maleki Kongo, but they are Maleki Alma, which means that they're the brothers in arms. That's Lucifer's kingdom. They got a lot of people doing sorcery, Kendoki, witchcraft. I have seen them doing what they're doing. And I know what they're doing to us and to me and my family, and why we need to be more aware of this. Even the things that's happening right now in my family, I know is because they're trying to break down the walls of the foundation to continue to try to keep me from giving you the information you need to know to save yourself. Because you have to do it yourself. Stop listening to other people. Africa's going to turn into a bloodbath. I don't think you understand that. It's already lining up. Europe is already turning into a bloodbath. Middle East, people seeing what's going on. America, South America, Mexico. You see what's going on down there with these cartels and everything. All the cartels are going to end up shooting each other. Wait and see. All the drug cartels and everybody are going to get into a big war. Wait and see what's going to happen. They're going to start executing everybody. Okay? Don't think it ain't going to happen. It's going to be bad. A lot of these things that people are going to turn on, military is going to turn on each other. They're going to be killing each other out here. You don't even, man, you have no idea what's coming. People, neighborhoods, Neighborhoods are going to turn into war zones everywhere. Everywhere. Okay? It's going to go down. The second coming of Christ, who died because of their sins, for they kept not the commandment of Tatanzambi, their creator. And he kept upon it therein that he might preserve the mystery of the Benamuntu, that merciful and lover of mercy. When the Mfumu was seated upon the Mount of Olives, which is not where you think it is, his Balanguki came unto him. He besought and entreated him severely and prayed, saying, I am him, unto him, declare unto us the signs of thy coming and at the end of the world, that we may perceive the mark of the time of thy coming and instruct them that come after us, to whom we preach the word of thy gospel. Whose gospel? Nkanda Yanzambi. The Nkanda Yanzambi is the gospel of the Most High. Rome took it, they chopped it up, they moved things around, and now they're telling the Christians that even their protest, here's the word of the Most High from the Jesuits. Yeah, right. There's so much stuff missing. You don't even know. And whom we set over in thy church, that when they hear it, that they may heed themselves and mark the time of thy coming. The Mfumu answered, saying, take heed that no man deceive you. Okay, that's been happening for 2,000 years with the stupid sorcerer. You're already deceived when you walk into so many of these churches, because Jesus Christ that they're preaching is the sorcerer. That's why they're mixing the pagan and the non-pagan together, and they're so blind by the stupid magic bunny rabbit they don't even know. That's why you see people getting sick and they're not getting healed. That's why you see people dying and they ain't getting back up. Okay? Yeah, this is going to happen to you too. That's why you see people getting manifestations of so-called prophecies and Satan talking to you. Because they knew what was coming. They had to fool you. They put everything and coded it in Planet of the Apes. All of it's in there. If you just know how to discern it. That's us they're talking about. And how they think they're going to get their world back with the stupid astronaut. Whatever. Okay? Because Caesar is the mockery of the Messiah. Period. Take heed that no man deceives you and be doubters and serve with other gods. And serve other gods. Okay, we didn't listen. The kingdom of Congo and Totala is now serving other gods. Because the heathens are doing the same. That's why you're eating grass and you can't discern the difference. And you're killing each other over grass, and you stack your money over grass, and you're thinking that you are a big baller because of grass, and they're laughing at you because they got all the wealth stacked up, and now the Most High going to take it from them. Yeah, that's going to be, oh boy. They're already doing it because things are already coming down. They know it. You're going to see the transfer of wealth take place. It's going to be, the reset is not what they're telling you. They're just hiding these things. Many shall come in my name saying, I am Christu. Yeah. The Christians are preaching the one that did that. Islam is doing the same thing. In Judaism, they know it. They gave you Tammuz. And then they're acting like, oh, how come you don't like the name Jesus? They're sitting there. We made that name up, but don't tell them that. So they do a lot of good acting with their people, man. They made up the name Jesus because that was not him. It's the spirit. That's why I told people, even if you say it, it's the spirit, not the name. What spirit is he operating under? The Father's. That's why he said, I did my Father's name. So if the Father is not in you, or the kingdom is not there, or you're not one of the chosen, forget about it. He said, my spirit will come down on all flesh. All flesh. Even the donkey. Even the animals telling you, you people stupid. Okay? That's why they're biting people like crazy now. The animals are attacking, the nature's attacking you, and all the scientists are saying, oh, we don't know why this hurricane, and oh, it's all man-made. It's nothing. Listen, even if it's man-made, the Most High is still doing it. He gonna watch. I was on the phone with this sister, and I gave her an indication of what they just coded with Chicago, because Chicago is the code word. They said it about the debt. The $1 billion in debt is you, because you are the collateral to the World Bank. It ain't got nothing to do with the money that's in your pocket. It's you. Okay, you are in debt to the World Bank. So now guess what? They're going to start getting rid of the extra that they don't need. Oh, yeah, what do you think is going to happen there? It's going to be you going to be in the grave with the straw man that they attached to. And the only people that will be removed from it are those that the Most are going to say, I'm zeroing you out. You don't owe them nothing. That's going to happen. There are those who are going to get zeroed out, and everybody else, goodbye. Okay, they know that. You're going to get zeroed out, bam, everybody else, goodbye. And then those who are being false prophets out here that set you up, they're going to turn on you. The leaders of I told you, every single organization that was preaching black pride, they had a lot of people that were agents. They're going to turn on people. And they're going to turn you over, just like what it says in the scriptures. Just like they did it before. You're going to get whipped again. Just like back in the days when they did this in slavery. They're going to come out here torturing people. They're going to do all these things all over again because you didn't listen. Stop listening to the house Negro. And stop listening to the agents that are sitting here telling you lies. Okay? They're the ones that got you put into prison in the first place. Now they brought you out of it, and they're still playing games. I'm telling you, all the fraternities, all these people that went through that whipping stuff and the fraternities and the sororities and all that stuff, they have now turned on their own children and their own family, and that's going to start very soon. All of these people are going to have to be turning against each other. When they're going to realize it, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, what did we do? We should, that's why he said, he flat out told you, envy, not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. That means even the people that you think that didn't teach you, that came from their side, they lied to you. Never trust a Mason. Never trust a secret society member ever. Anybody that took that oath, run. Okay? Yeah, they might have family members, you have interactions with them, but have nothing to do with any fellowship, with any relationship, with any scriptures, with any of them. If you're still sitting there listening to them preach to you, you better be prepared for what's coming, what's going to happen to you. Because these Masonic pastors themselves are going to get cleansed by Kusakongo. He coming for all of these people. I'm telling you, don't think just because somebody ain't an agent that they aren't. And anybody that's hanging around people just trying to see who their enemies are, you're going to get swept up in the net too for the fish fry. You ain't going to be fishing nobody. The fishes are men. No, you're going to be fried and frittered and cooked and battered for the false gods forever. Man, you don't even get it. The Tatanzami said we're not supposed to envy anything, myself included. I had to point the finger at me. I'm not innocent of this. We're forced into a system where they are making us materialistic no matter what, even if you think you're not. You're believing news channels, TV channels. You're believing all this stuff that they put on TV, and it's an idiot box. The Holy Spirit sitting there telling them about, man, they scripted this whole thing. What are you talking about? The news, the science behind the news, they made it up so Jacob don't see he's being, you know what, messed over. Okay? We have a lot of people that have led us to the fire of Moloch. They're going to pay for that. We got led to the fire of Moloch and they lied to you. They're going to pay for it. You see what I told you what Diddy's name means. It's food in Kikongo. The people in Hollywood, they know our language. They put it in the movie script. And they lying to you. They know what the original Hebrew is. The Jewish people speak it. They know Kikongo better than you. Okay? So don't tell me they don't know. They don't know it. They know the language of the Most High better than you do, and they're going to tell you, oh, Lawan Kwadash and all this other garbage. That's why they have the people speaking Bantu languages fooling you too. Yes, they do. They have people speaking Bantu languages fooling you too. Don't think they don't. You're going to see this coming. Sorry. Let me go to, sorry, I was going to go to, where is the scripture? Let me go back. Okay. Yeah, y'all getting comfortable over there. Africa went over there. Oh, it's going to get interesting. You're going to see some manifestations of things that are going to trip you out. Because not everybody's saved. I told you. Toko even said Luanda. And then there's going to be Luanda. Every city in Africa is going to be a bloodbath. Because the angels are going to, man, Samsiel is going to swing that sickle. the Grim Reaper, you call him. Oh, my gosh. Billions of people about to be dead, yo. But hey, you keep believing the idiot with the show. Oh, we're going to go be with Jesus, all right, yeah. The wrong one, and you're going to be using you. They're already doing it in secret. Now they're talking about they eat the cats, they eat the dogs. Man, you know how long they be eating cats and dogs. And it ain't just the Haitians. Boy, I'm telling you. Witchcraft is always doing this. Everywhere. It's the highest form of black magic. Eating animals like that. That's why they got us doing stupid things out here. Okay? Eating people too. Okay? That's what happened in the days of Noka. Yeah, it's over. It's true. You keep eating the people there, yeah, the most are going to jack people up. And the Fuma answered and said, take heed that no man deceive you. Okay, we got a lot of people out there doing that. And that ye be doubters and serve other gods. Okay, many of us are already doing that. Many call into my name and say, I am the Christu. Believe them not. Yeah, that didn't happen. That's why we got sent up in those nets and taken away and dragged out of our kingdom. Because that was Rome the whole time, and the protest didn't change it. It's still Esau. Neither draw near unto them. Yeah, that didn't happen either. For coming of the Benamuntu shall not be plain. Correct. Shall not be plain. But as the lightning that strikes from the east into the west, so I will come upon the clouds of heaven with great hosts in my majesty. And who are they coming with? A Maliki Congo. Not no Maliki Alma. With my cross. His cross is not the cross you think. Going before me, my face, I will come in majesty, shining sevenfold more than the sun. That's why Toko said he ain't going to come the way people think. He's going to be in the realm. We talked about this. For I will be in my majesty with all my Basantu, my Malekis, and my father shall set a crown upon my head, that I may judge the quick and the dead and recompense every man according to his works. Yep, I've seen this. And ye take ye the likeness of thereof from the fig tree. As soon as the shoot thereof is from forth and twigs grown, the end of the world shall come. It's already started to happen in the fig tree is actually not just here on the heavens, but in here down here, but in the heavens. And the Mfumu answered, son of me, understand thou not the fig tree is the house of Isolele. That means you got to be the descendant of Abana and Saka Yakubi, Isaiah. That means you got people that look like us that's not the right bloodline telling you they are and they're not. Okay? This is why they had to make stuff up. Okay? It ain't the people over there over in what they call the land, because they getting blown up every day and they fighting like crazy with weapons that come from America in their contract. Why? You don't need, if you're the Most High people, you don't need F-16s from America. You don't need F-15s. You don't need any of the stuff that the helicopters. That the zombie had his own weapons. The Most High had his own weapon. He don't need nothing from nobody. He didn't need guns from them, M16, AR, whatever. The manufacturers that they keep using them, the Most High said, I didn't need none of that. They lying to people. This is how Esau played the world for a bunch of fools. Even as the man that planted the fig tree in his garden, and it was brought forth no fruit, he sought the fruit thereof many years, and when he found it not, he said to the keeper of the garden, root up the fig tree that it makes not our ground be fruitful. And the garden said unto him, suffer to rid it of the weeds and dig around it about and water. So now this is connected to what is going to continue to happen. That the zombie is going to continue to get rid of the weeds that are struggling around the fig tree, which is the house of Isolele, including their own people. The weeds are people, okay? If then it bear no fruit, we will straight away remove the roots out of the garden and plant it in another place of it, and plant another in place of it. This is the whole agenda of what they're pushing for. Boom! All of the house of Isolele gone. But that then the Most High said, but then it doesn't matter. There's always going to be one to replace it. Hast thou not understood that the fig tree is the house of Isolele? Israel is Esau, not Yaqubi. Yaqubi literally means grab the heel. Okay, and he called him the one I love, Isolele. Verily I said unto you, when the twigs thereof have sprouted forth in the last days, then shall feign Christus come and wake and saying, I'm see, and that's what started to happen. This has been going on for years. Okay, the Father was getting rid of tares. We didn't listen. We had to uproot us. He planted another tree, and now here we go with more. And that's what Toka was bringing. Okay, now here come more Christians out here saying, I'm the Christ, I'm the this, I'm that. And Christianity was preaching Nimrod the whole time, as you will soon see. Okay. Because see, that's why I told you, Simon Toko never said he was Christu. They said that. He said he is with me. Kimbangu never said that. Nobody said these things. That's how you know the imposters that keep saying this, they are being deceived. That's why the real Messiah even said, it's not me, it's the one who sent me. And I came for what? My people first. Then everybody else, but they get the crumbs, not the bread. They flipped it. The pagans now have the bread, and we getting the crumbs. And the Father said, but you can't use the Holy Spirit when you're under a false god. So they're messing everything up with the milk that they're drinking, and they're using the imposter thinking that's the real one. Now you're going to see he's going to lift the veil up. Oh, wrong God. Okay? Many shall become martyrs at his hand. See, that's why Banabetu of Isolele are being slaughtered because of Simon the sorcerer, because of Cain. Okay? That's why you see Christians out here killing each other like crazy, thinking that they're saved. It's like that don't work that way. You see Muslims doing the same thing. You see Judaism doing the same thing. Everybody out here, even you see what's going on with Buddhists, Hindus, and everybody else, they all killing each other because they cannot have any peace. People want to talk about Christians are saved. Then why you got Christians killing each other? Russians are Christians. Okay? Italians are Christians. French people are Christians. You see, everybody's Christians. They're out here killing each other. So what side is God on? And of course, the Crusades, it's like that's a lie because they're both talking the ball. That's just ridiculous. The wickedness of the Antichrist happens to be Nimrod, happens to be Simon the sorcerer, happens to be the false god that you already talking to. The anti-Messiah is the one making you think you can mix the pagan and non-pagan together. It's a lie. You cannot do that. And also Cometicism. Same problem. We're not talking to Horus out here no more. Stupid Amun-Ra cannot save nobody. You're gonna find this out. You keep thinking the Anunnaki are good, you're gonna see how foolish you are. Because in Lily means that he was in her, he was aborted. Inki came from when Adama ate the apple, okay, and also Inanna, and all of these other false gods, they were black, they came from them, are not good. Okay? Even Kusa Kongo said, I'm not even good. Only the Father's good. So what the heck are you talking about? The angels themselves, they're not good. They only obey the Father. Only the Father is good. And then he separated the evil from himself. And he still sends out evil on people. Just go read what Romans says. Homosexuality, murder, killing, lying, blasphemy, all comes from the Most High saying these people are going to do this for worshiping the wrong God. Period. Your homosexuality is coming from the fact that you worship in Nimrod. Flat out. All this killing of each other is because you worship in Nimrod, who was really Cain. All these people out here happen to learn the wrong stuff, thinking that you go to church and school and you're supposed to get the same thing. That comes from Nimrod. You don't want to believe me? That's what the rules stand for. That's not my problem. The bottom line is, in the next few months, you're going to see who's right and who's wrong. It's going to be bad. Because you're going to Nineveh, I'm telling you. They named so many cities in Nineveh. Why would you do that if you worship the Most High? Why would you name any city after Nimrod City if you worship the Creator? That's like slapping him in the face. Oh, people don't even get it. You would not put the phallic of Osiris anywhere if you worship the Most High. It's a lie. And then call it other names. It's still the phallic of Osiris. No matter what you call it, it's still the Antichrist deception. That's what an obelisk is. Look it up. If you don't know, I can't help you. They made you not see it because you're under the lie. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed God is king. That the zombie had his eye taken out, okay, because he was Cain. Then shall, it says, and when they perceive the wickedness of their deeds, they shall turn away from them and deny him. Yep, and they keep doing that. Even the first Christu, whom they crucified, and therein sinned a great sin. But this deceiver is not Christu. Correct. He's the twin brother of Thomas. And he's still lying to you. And he's Esau. Okay? And they shall reject, he shall slay with the sword. And when they reject him, he shall slay with the sword. And there shall be many martyrs. So that's why anytime we expose the wizard, he's going to kill you. That's what it is supposed to happen. He's telling you that. They're going to come and kill anybody and everybody that's trying to expose Rome and the secret societies and everybody. So don't expect that you're going to be coming after you too. And they have different ways to come at you with weapons that are not just direct weapons. They have all kinds of different types of weapons for that. Then shall the twig of the tree of the house of Sol shoot forth, and many shall become martyrs. Hanukkah and Elias shall be sent to teach them that this is the deceiver which must come into the world and do signs and wonders to deceive. That's what we're doing, because Hanukkah and Elias can be on the spirit of anybody. They're not just going to be two people, but the spirit can fall on people. Yo, hey, this is not how the Most High works. He's going to give you everything you need to do your job. He's not going to leave you short-handed. If you got left short-handed, you messed up. Hey, listen to us what we're saying. We were not called Christians. We were not called Muslims. We were not called any of these things because it didn't even exist the way that you think. Hanukkah, Enoch, when was he ever called a Christian? When was he ever called a Muslim? When did he ever practice what they call Judaism? Elia. They try to kill him because of this. You're talking to the false god of Giza. Okay? And therefore shall they die in his martyr, and shall be reckoned among the good and the righteous martyr who pleased them. That's why Toko said that they kill us, we don't care. I heard the stories about what happened to the Tokwis. That's why I'm trying to talk about if anybody really says and acts like Simon Toko, there's no way he's not getting harassed. There's no way that people aren't coming after his family and doing all those things like before. He showed me in his right hand the souls of men, and the palm of his right hand was the image of that which we accomplished in the last day. And when the righteous in the palm, see, and the sinners will be separated, and how they will that were upright in the heart, and how the evildoers shall be rooted out unto all eternity. We behold how the sinners wept, and in great affliction and sorrow, until all that they saw with their eyes wept, whether righteous or Malikis also. And this is where Toko get into the story of the two types of sinners. Okay. Oh, what did I do with the book? I got it. I just had it. Let's see. I know he said that the kingdom was not going to be in Luanda. And that's why they're trying to surround where he said it. What's the other part here? See, the second round of Christu. It does not mean that Christu will again manifest physically in the eyes of all people, will leave among the earth. But in his second coming, he will manifest in glory and the power of his kingdom. So what I'm saying is, he's only going to manifest himself in the people who are chosen, not the people who are called, and not the people who are definitely wicked. They're lying about that. That's the problem. Okay? Okay, so here we go. Which new world? Read carefully the book of the preacher, Ecclesiastes 1, 4, and 9. Our world will not end, but we will recreated or renewed by the Father, and Christ will always be with us, and Christ will always be with us forever. Who will believe these things? Being Simon Toko a liar? Yesaway answered said, if anyone loves me, he will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and he will come to him and make him him. And see, that's why what these people did, and it's so bad, is they had to literally modify you for those of us who had to question everything because we were trying to find things out. And they did this on purpose. That's why when he says you tolerate that woman Jezebel that causes his people to eat food sacrificed in honors and commit sexual acts, okay, they have been doing that for over 500 years and more. You don't even know what kind of food they're putting in the store. Why do you think they want you grocery shopping, not having your own food? Okay, you don't know what they're making this food out of and what they're putting and what these animals come from. They know what they're doing. I'm trying to tell you, they're trying to hijack the kingdom and burn it down. They want to burn down the entire kingdom of Tatanzambi and all of those affiliated with it. They're not trying to send you back to the Most High clean. No way. We are all sinners, but there are two classes of sinners. The Tanzambi things are said for the listeners to be warned and smart. These things may happen sooner or later, but they already said this indicates to us that these days we're going through, the sanctuary is already being purified. I'm going to show you when they were already storing all the things that they thought they were going to need to survive the so-called destruction, that they even coded it in the movies, End of Days, not End of Days, but Sudden Impact, Deep Impact, Armageddon, knowing they've already been putting stuff underground since the 60s and more when they heard these prophecies of Simon Toko. Somebody phone ringing. Liam. We are all sinners. After the cleansing of the sanctuary, the fulfillment prophecy of Daniel and Revelation will follow. So that's what we're talking about. What is the sanctuary that has to be cleansed? The whole world is the sanctuary of the Creator, and there's going to be a purge coming with that. But we must not forget the coming of our Ben Amuntu, who will, like the thief, keep these things in your hearts. That's what we said, intima, heart, intima. Okay? But we must not forget the coming of the Ben. Okay? Warn the elders of each class or village to pay close attention to girls and boys. See, that was one of the reasons why when I went over to Africa, I said, these elders are not paying attention. If anything, they're being manipulated not to. They're handing us over to the wrong people. I said, hey, y'all better be careful with this. Who you're sending people to. People try to tell me, oh, you were supporting it. I said, no, if you go back and listen to my ministry, when I came back from Africa, I said, be aware. There are some people not being honest about who they say they are. Okay, I even warned several people, yeah, you're being set up. You don't even know. I said, be careful with who you're letting in the circles. Okay? Even I said, and when people try to get me connected with things, I said, people better pay attention. I even said to myself, hey, are you sure we can trust these people? They try to tell me yes. I found out later we exposed them. No, they could not be trusted. And we exposed these things. And then there were those who were I knew they were trying to make money when they were trying to make sure that everything didn't get messed up. Okay, I'm like, many people were in there for themselves, not for the Most High, because they were not wanting to be exposed themselves, who they themselves were being deceptive. Because they were all playing from different sides. Okay? Okay. All right. That's why people don't read Revelations right. Because he even said, any church that is preaching another Jesus is going to be destroyed. Yeah, that's all of them that don't understand who the real Simon Toko of Fumiyisu is. Okay, that's why even Toko said, I am going to purge out my own people very soon. He said that even in his teachings that he knew that not everybody was going to be following the truth. Okay? And he asked and said, Fumu, suffer me to speak the word coming to sinners. Better that they have not been created. It said, it were better for them if they had not been created. And the Savior answered and said unto Kepha, wherefore speakest thou thus? That not to have been created were better for them. Thou resist Tatanzambi. Thou wouldst not have more compassion than he for his image. Okay, for he hath created them and brought them forth out of not being. Now because of thou hast seen the lamentation which shall come upon the sinners in the last days, therefore is thine heart troubled? Well, I will show you their works, therefore they have sinned against the Most High. Behold, how do you sin against the Most High? You worship the wrong God. That's what they did. Rome switched it to Jupiter. And you think that the protests of Martin Luther turned it back? No. And Apollo. They did not. We were the ones that were supposed to do it, and we went and we followed. And the so-called Ethiopia Christians, it's still Jupiter and Apollo. They don't even know. Rastafari, same thing. Okay, Hebrew Israelites, many of the Tokwis and Kimbangus themselves are now being deceived by Jupiter and Apollo. Nimrod. Okay, the Anunnaki can be anybody if you're not paying attention. That's why people don't even know who they are. They came to President Eisenhower saying they want to win this war against the Most High. Yes, they did. This is the whole thing that happened with JFK and everything else that went down with that. Yes, and they do look like us because most of the original gods were black. People don't want to bleed out, whatever. The war was between the Black Maliki Congo, okay, with Lucifer and everybody else. All these things come to pass in the decision. The curse of Cain has been taught backwards. You went from black to white, not the other way around. You can't even do that scientifically. They've already proven that. Okay. Menamun to prophesy upon the several bones, okay, is when he talked about Yusekaya. Okay. That the bone and the joints, sinew, nerves, flesh, and their spirit. And the soul and spirit shall be the great. Yalilia gave them. So now the soul and spirit shall be great. Yariel gave them in the command of the zombie, for he hath cut the zombie over the rising again the dead in the day of the judgment. This is the Maleki involved with this. And it's Jaliyah. They changed it to the European name. He's a Monarchy Congo, Bananzambi. Behold and consider the corns of the wheat that are sown in the earth. As things dry and without soul, do men not sow them in the earth? And they again live and bear fruit, and the earth restored them as a pledge entrusted unto it. Okay? And he that dieth, that is sown, his seed shall become alive and restore unto life, is a man, probably a gloss. However, much more shall Tatanzambi raise up, so you don't need to raise up the day of decision. Them that believe in him are chosen of him, for whose sake he made the world. You have to believe in the correct God. And if you are in an oath, you cannot. You cannot receive him. Okay? You cannot believe in the Anunnaki false gods and say you're going to believe in the Most High. No way. You cannot believe in praying to Jupiter and all these other gods and say you're going to know the Most High. No way. Okay? This is why the churches, you continue to mix Tammuz with Congo, with Yesaya Congo, with Fumu Yisu. Excuse me. You can forget it. You got to stop weeping for Tammuz. The whole world is doing this. If you don't think so, Horus is all the name. Horus. I went to a school called Horus Man. That's named after Cain and the false Messiah. And that's the educational. He created the educational system that everybody's complaining about now. That came from Prussia. Okay. All right. How much will the Infuma raise up in the day of decision? Okay. And there shall come a day of judgment upon them that have fallen away from the faith and that the zombie have committed sin, floods, fire, darkness, obscurity shall come up and clothe the veil of the world, and the water shall be turned into coals of fire, and all that is shall burn, and the sea shall become fire. Under the heavens shall be sharp fire that cannot be quenched, and floweth and fill the judgment of wrath. The stars shall fly in pieces by flames of fire, as if they had not been created, and the powers, firmaments of the heaven shall pass away for the lack of water, and shall, though they have been seen, and the lightnings of the heaven shall be no more, and their enchantment that they shall affright the world. The heaven shall turn into lightning, and lightnings, and there shall be all fright the world. The spirits also of the dead bodies shall be like unto them, and shall come fire of the commandment of Tatanzambi. And as soon as the whole creation dissolveth, The men that are the east shall flee to the west, unto the east they shall all south shall flee to the north, and they in the south, and all the places shall wrath and fearful will take them, and unquenchable flaming driving waves shall bring them unto the judgment of wrath, unto the stream of unquenchable fire that floweth, flaming with fire, and when the waves thereof themselves, one from another, burning shall be the great gnashing of teeth among the children of men. And they shall all behold me coming in eternal cloud of brightness. See, so that's what he's saying. That's what Toka was saying. The world has to be cleansed before he will appear of all with the fire. And then, of course, the rain will come after. Okay? And they shall command, this is why they put it in the movie, end of day, 2012. All the volcanoes erupted. Everything was on fire. Okay? And for the elect, this should be done. They should come on to the end and not see death but the devour. And for the elect that have done good, they shall come unto me and not see the death of the devouring fire. But the unrighteous sinners and the hypocrites shall stand in the depth of the darkness that shall not pass away. And their chastisement is the fire. And the Malakis bring forth their sins and prepare them a place wherein they shall be punished forever and ever. Yalian Zambi, the Malaki of Tatanzambi, shall bring forth the souls of these sinners according to the transgressions. Perhaps the clause should be so who perished in the flood, and of all that dwelt in the idols of every molten image, of every object loved and in pictures, and of those who dwelt in the hills and the stones and the wayside, which men call gods. They shall burn with them, the objects where they dwelt, worshippers, everlasting fire. And after that, all of them with the dwelling places are destroyed, that shall be punished eternally. Then shall men and women come on to the places prepared for them. By their tongues, whereof they have blasphemed the way of righteousness, shall they be hanged up. So that's what we're telling people. Man, you better be careful how you're speaking. Okay? You have people out here that you think are not blaspheming the Father, and they are. Just because they say they know the Most High doesn't mean they're not. Because the Most High knows whose heart is really for the truth and whose heart is there to take advantage of others. You think that I'm lying to you? You're going to see the reality check very soon. Because there are many people that, when he said the fig tree, they do not have the heart for the true people. They are out here watching us suffer and they're laughing. And I'm trying to tell people it ain't going to happen no more. It's very sad. And then you have people out here claiming they think they know all these things and they don't know nothing yet because it hasn't even happened. Okay? So, like I told people, yeah, there's a lot of people talking stuff like, oh, yeah, the Anunnaki's coming back. Oh, this and that, this and that. Oh, yeah, come to Africa. Africa's going to be on fire and cleansed. The world is going to be on fire and cleansed. That's why Kuswa Kongo, remember Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego is the names you know. That's how you're going to be saved. The fire that comes, that's like when Abana was in the furnace, you won't burn, but everybody else will. Okay? But this will also be connected to other things that's going to happen to the many remnants. Okay? First, before this even happens, they're going to start collecting people for what's going to happen. Okay? And again, behold, to corrupt women, they hang up them by their neck and by their hair. They shall cast them into the pit. Yeah, if you're a bald-headed woman, they're going to grab you by the neck. These are they which plaited their hair, not for the good or not, but to turn them to fornication, that they might ensnare the souls of men unto perdition. That's why you don't need to be envying how the people look, their hair look all done up and everything. Oh yeah, I look all nice and good, trying to catch them in traps. I look beautiful, don't I? Okay, yeah, I'm doing all this stuff for you, enticing people. Okay, yeah, the Most High is like, that is not going to happen. But see, there are those that were forced into it. They will receive pardons versus those that they did it willingly. Okay? And the men that lay with them in fornication shall be hung by their loins in the place of fire, and they shall say to one another, we know not we should come unto everlasting punishment. See, that's why repentance right now, even for me, that the Zambi and Punga Father, repentance, Father, please, Yah, remember not the sins I've done against thee. Because I'm telling you, okay, this is going to happen. These people that are doing this stuff in these churches are lying to you. They're preaching all this good fire, brimstone sermon and this and that, and they themselves are working for Esau. They're telling you all these warnings, and they're getting paid back door by Esau. They're getting scripts and stuff they stole from people and making money. And I'm telling you, you're selling the bread to the children that are chosen. You're getting curses on you. I'm just telling people the truth. This is why many people are getting messed up. And they're hanging around people who are doing just that. Yeah, you better keep watching from a distance, but don't be all up in their face. That's why I tell people, man, you gotta pull back sometimes if you start hearing things that don't sound right. Okay? Other men and women shall stand above them naked, and their children stand up against them in the place of delight, and sigh and cry because of their parents, saying, these are they that despise and curse and transgress by the commandments and deliver us unto death. How do you do that? We told you. Those who teach the children to break my Father's law, boom, you're going down. Those who teach the people to keep my Father's law, you're coming up. You don't even know. Many people have condemned their children already by listening to doctors of devils and demons and heretics. Yes, we don't throw the Bible away, but we use it against the people who manipulated it. The only people that could have taught the truth were those who were given it into their hearts. Okay? Those who were ordained to do it. You have so many pastors out here shucking and driving, dancing and singing, praising hallelujah and all this other stuff, and they have you breaking the first commandment every single day. Oh, we know Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior. Then why do you not understand? It just snowed in South Africa. Do you not understand it's snowing around the time of the real birth of the Messiah? They lied about that too. And where it was. That snow that hit Africa is actually in the Bible, Yobe. The Most High brought a curse upon you. To show that he's about to do. South Africa is about to get hit hard. Botswana, Tanzania, Tunisia, Rwanda, Congo, Angola, Namibia, Ethiopia, Egypt, Libya, okay, Burkina Faso, Mali, Nigeria, all those countries, you're going to happen, man. And that's just not it. Man, it's going to hit Europe too. Europe's going to get hit. They already started. Russia, Middle East, Asia, America, Canada, Mexico, South America, Caribbean, everybody that played a part in consuming the lost sheep when we should have gone home years ago, feeding themselves, wandering like crazy. Yeah, they're all going to get hit now. And then all of those sitting there setting traps for us. Oh, yeah, watch what's going to happen with that. Oh, you don't even know. The shepherd is watching. Okay, I see what's going on here. He about to, like they're mocking with the pouncing lesson. He about to pounce, man. He coming with the pouncing. Oh, you better believe it. Okay? And the milk of their mothers flowing from their breasts shall congeal, and from it shall come breast devouring flesh, which shall come forth and turn and torment them forever, and their husbands, because they forsook the commandments of Tatanzambi, okay, and slew their children. The way you slay your children is not just physically, but spiritually. I have told my father many times, the Mason cannot teach you nothing. He cannot run your Sunday school. He should have never been there. Okay? The Eastern Star, whatever you want to call these people, the fraternities and sororities cannot teach the truth. You cannot be attached to a Greek god and say that you know the Most High. You cannot go to Zeus and the Most High at the same time. No way. You are slaying your children. They set us up. Okay? Why do you think this scripture is not in the Bible for Christians to read? Because then they're going to see, oh, wow, we got played. Yeah. All right? Ezrael, remember that's the name of the stupid cat? That's a fallen angel, by the way. It's Ezra. It's going to be Ezia. See, Ezrael is, like I said, he's the angel of wrath. Will bring men and women on half of their bodies burning and cast them in the place of darkness, even in hell. And the spirit of wrath shall chastise them with all manner of torment, and worm that sleepeth not devour their entrails. And these are the persecutors and betrayers of my righteous ones. See, these are the persecutors and betrayers of my righteous ones. So these are the people that are trying to lead the righteous ones. What they're saying, no, we didn't want to do this. We didn't want to go to school. We didn't want to go to church. We didn't want to do these things. It wasn't because we didn't want to go. It's like there's something wrong. Yo, don't you see what I see? What the hell is going on here? Many of us did this. Everybody's like, okay, yo, he's crazy. He lost his mind. Yes, they did that on purpose. They did it on purpose. Okay? And besides them that are there shall be men, women gnawing their tongues, and they shall torment them with red hot irons and burn their eyes. You want to know why they're going to do that? Because how we were branded. Okay? And then why do you think when you wear shoes and you get things, it's called a brand? Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at that definition of brand, shall we? The stupid holy cow is always branding people. Brand etymology. Watch this. The word brand originates from the Old Norse word brander, which means to burn. It referred to the mark that cowboys, which is really the black people, not cow hands with the white people, burn into their livestock skin to identify the owner. People, the cowboys they got this from the slave owners. They got this, they did this stuff a long time ago when they made these things. They had us branding ourselves. Why you think all of a sudden you see fraternities, they put these brands on their body? Hey, what are you doing? You are burning yourself. Okay? That's why when he's talking about it, he's saying they are going to brand you. See, if you follow this thing called brands way too much, they made this material. Yeah, I know tennis shoes are hard to find, you know, how it works. But there's a reason why they call it brand. This is my brand. Yeah, because it's coming from the warlocks and the witches. Adidas is my brand. Adidas is the name of a demon. Nike, Converse. Wait till you hear this. Okay? Gucci, all these things, Mercedes-Benz, okay, Nissan, Toyota. This is our brand. Yes. None of this has to do with the Most High. Not Sony, Toshiba. These are our brands. Yeah, they burning you. Yeah, we got to use it. You know, we try. The point is, when he said, "Do not focus on the worldly things," he meant everybody. Okay. Even this, you know, laptop. That's why I said they know they're trying to use the computers to jack people up. Just because you don't use it for wickedness doesn't mean that. Just because it doesn't look wicked doesn't mean it isn't. All these businessmen, yeah, I got my laptop. I'm doing my business. I'm doing this. For who? Many people work for Lucifer Incorporated and don't even know it. See, when he said, I have to be about my Father's business, what father is that? It's not the one that Rome taught you, okay? It's not the ones that Islam didn't know. We never called him no Allah. Never did that. The 12 tribes never called him no God. We knew what we called him. Why do you think they stricken it and they changed it? We didn't call him no Dios or Deus. These are all things that was given to us that now the Father's like, I'm putting away with it. All the names of the balls are coming out of your mouth. Period. Because these were all these names were used for. Yahweh Congo is how Lucifer said, I shall be like the Most High as Yahweh. Ball. Okay? And see, that's why they want to attack me, because they know they're getting ready to destroy billions of people. Billions of people, because they branded you with Lucifer Incorporated. Yes. By whatever you called yourself, everything but the Most High. You're not under that star if you don't understand what star you're supposed to be under. They tricked you. You cannot be under the star of Tammuz and still be under the star of the Father. Many of us are suffering because people don't see that you have been brought into ignorance. You are blind. You cannot see. That's why when they say we have one who can see, Maya Mona, we got to deal with this one. This is trouble for us. Yeah, they want to kill us. Many Maya Monas out here trying to say, yo, do you not see what they're trying to do to us? You have people that know how to hide themselves and know how to spy very well to try to run interference. Yeah, they're going to kill those people. All those people sitting there spying on people trying to ruin what they're trying to accomplish, they are going to be destroyed. They see them very well. Very well. And I was supposed to go too long. I'm sorry. Just because someone's out here prophesying, don't believe it's the Most High. Why do you think I'm reading this to you? That's why he said, not everybody who calls upon me will I answer. The Mwanda is, I fight with this every day in my own house and everybody's understanding is like, look, this world is not real. Focus on the heavenly things. The minute we keep thinking about stuff that's not real, it's going to consume you. That's why when they said about Prince, said about the Matrix. Yeah, the music, but the music industry was doing the same thing to you. When you said about computers, yeah, it ain't just the computers, it's about the music too. Anybody thinks that any kind of music is going to glorify the Most High any kind of way in these churches. Baloney. They wrote songs to glorify Lucifer, and you don't even know it. That's why they wanted to attack the women, to make sure that they didn't pay attention. There's a certain way the Father taught his people to worship, and many of the people are not even doing it. Lucifer's a liar. He can sing better than anybody, and still you don't realize it's him. He's beautiful when he sings. Oh, you start crying. Oh. And it's Lucifer singing. You'll be sitting there, tears just falling down. Oh, Lord, thank you, Lord. And Lucifer's the one singing. You don't get it. He sings in concerts. He sings in churches. He sings in operas. He sings everywhere. And you're sitting there, oh my God, this is so beautiful. And then he does the other wicked side, like rock and roll and all these other things. He plays both sides. You're going to see this. Oh, that woman's voice is so beautiful. And it's a mermaid siren. Oh my gosh. They can sing too, you know. Oh, they don't exist. Okay, you're going to see how it goes. Okay? You're going to see creatures standing up there singing with a beautiful voice. What? That was no. That can't be. That was a demon singing that song? I'm telling you, Maliki Makongo, do not blaspheme the Most High when they sing songs. And that's it. You know, they're singing, they're moving, okay? People are going to find this out. You just cannot praise him any old way. Lucifer is a great pretender. Oh, yeah, you can just sing it however you want. You can just dance however you want. You can just do whatever you want. He always did this. And it's still just fine. The Most High will be glorified. The samba is a prayer dance that they are now mocking in Brazil. But the carnival was created by Rome so you could give Rome your soul. Okay? Carnival, yeah. You giving your soul. You see how the children now acting in the Caribbean. Oh my gosh. What happened to them? Because you're worshiping the wrong God. Why the children going crazy in the clubs? Again, you worshiping the wrong God. Even in the church houses, you still have it wrong. But they're not going to tell you that because they're making money off of our sins. They make money off of the sins of the Banabeto of Isolele, the bloodline. That's why they got all these people who are not in the bloodline tricking you even today. Not even in the right bloodline. Yeah, the Most High can still use them. But they still got to come through the right bloodline. And then you have those in the right bloodline putting spells on you. And then you want to know what's going on. Bayete Nkosi. Oh, Kimbo na Tatanzambi. Bayete. Oh, Kimbo, hallelujah. We are fighting demonic trances even today with what they're putting in the air, in the sky, everywhere that's going on. Yeah, they want to say that's conspiracy theory. You see the wizard, he's going to try to make you look stupid. You ain't supposed to see the Wizard of Oz. No, keep the curtain closed. You see the Wizard of Oz, you're the idiot. You see the witch, you're the idiot. Everybody getting ready for Halloween. Yeah, don't think that all these religions don't worship those gods. I saw this thing that was in the gym. I said, man, I know that one image he made you see in the church, and it was for Halloween. You see them in the mosque, it was for Halloween. Wait a minute. They're showing you it's all the same thing. The Christmas you're celebrating, all of the rituals that are being in Islam, everything is happening. They're not hiding it no more. This so-called crusades was a joke. It was sacrificing to false gods. Islam and Christianity are the same. So is Judaism. They're playing a game. It's all Malak, masquerading on all three levels. There was nobody named Abraham. That was not his name. That was Tala, and that was Kama. The bull Brahma put together that Nimrod favored over the one that he couldn't kill, Abana. He couldn't kill Abana. The Most High was jacking him up, boy. That's why he lost the eye, his hair, his skin fall up. Okay, he had to wear the mask because he was in the sun burning up. He had to cover himself up with the umbrella because he got turned into a leper. Then he got caught up in all the, they got a peg leg, the hook and all this thing. His body got mashed up, cut him in pieces. Esway, the one cut the head off. Now Esway got his head cut off. It was Tubal Cain. Boom. Lamecca took his head off for killing Kaina. Let me tell you what, now I know the names of the dogs. Bingo, Roscoe, Fido, Rex, R2D2, like I told you. What's the next one? Axel. These are all the names of Cain's dogs. That's what they're calling you, the dog god kings and queens. That's why they say you out here like the dogs, chasing after everything, women in heat. They put you in heat, okay? Then they put the men, what do you call it? I can't remember the names. That's what they call it. They made the men go chasing after everything. Okay? They did this to the food. It's in the chicken. Hey! They know you love chicken, watermelon, all the things that we love. They modified it. Yeah. Let's get the grub on. Let's get the cookout with the ribs and you the barbecue. You never stop being it. You're going to find out. They never stopped that barbecue from way back in slavery, man. Yeah, they didn't stop. Do you think they did? They just went underground. Yeah, you're going to find that out. They didn't stop doing that. When they used to pick a nigger. Yeah, they still picking a nigger. You're going to find out. I saw that they do it in the. I told people, let them keep eating people. The Most High they're gonna find out. It's over. All this stuff that they keep doing with this false witch and these warlocks. So I'm gonna show you the reality check that's coming. The Father does not pay for his land that he owns. Let me say it again. The Father does not pay for the land that he owns. The Father does not pay for the land that he owns. So, as his children, why would he charge you? He will give you the means to make your money for the system that's causing you to do things. He will give you the means. He will show you how to get what you need. And he will provide everything you need for you. We were never no stupid hunter-gatherers unless we disobeyed the Father, like all the rest of them. And yes, the food that we're eating now, it is jacking you up. But see, even in Africa, yeah, there's some good food out there. But there's still some people messed up in the head about who is really doing these things. Where it's really coming from. What God is responsible. They got you people tell me, oh, you're focusing on one God and there's many gods. Yeah, all the angels of Most High are gods. That's why David said, we are all gods. Then they're going to tell you, oh, you're going to be like the Pharisee. Oh, that's blasphemy. That's how they've been conditioning you to speak. And see, that's how you know that you were taught by the Pharisees. Say, oh, that's blasphemy. Nobody's God. The zombies like, all of my children are gods like me. Because if they like me, they like me. They're going to come like me. They're going to look like me. They're going to do the things that I do. Boom. You're going to get, that's why you have to be careful with the power. The Maliki Kong will do things for you. Bring down the fire. Whoa, stop. That's not what that's for yet. Now the Most High is like, I'm bringing down all the fire I want. They never learn. The fire is coming now. None of these cities are going to stand. Not one of them. They keep talking about, we're going to make this impervious to fire and 1,000 degrees heat and all this. We're going to make doors that are so strong they can't be busted into. Nothing they can do will stop the Most High. There's no such thing as invincible to him. Not one thing that they can do. Oh, the tensile strength, and if they hit our ship, and if the ocean is on fire, where is the Navy going to flow? Yeah, the ocean going to be on fire, so where are you going to go? I just read it to you. If the ocean is on fire, where are the ships going to go? Oh, no, the ocean can't get on. Man, remember what happened when they tested Baal versus Ibia? What he did to that water. You better believe all of these things can set this water on fire. And it'll evaporate like crazy. And you're sitting there on dry dock. Where did the water? That's why you got to bring water back. Don't think that he can't destroy the water that he put there. And they keep lying to you. Okay? All praises. Zola Quingy Sambalolo. I know I'm going to sing a song. I didn't mean to make it go so long. I apologize. But like I told people, man, let them keep believing some of these people that keep prophesying that they are legit. Their spirit themselves, they need to check it. So then Zombie don't pay for his land, and he gonna make you pay for it either. And he will zero out your debt. You just got to know he's going to do it. You're in debt because you are still idolizing. The Most High don't keep people in debt that aren't idolizing. And they can keep stealing from the temple. Now they're going to give it back. Everybody who's robbing the Most High is going to get paid back. If you are robbing Tatanzambi, you are causing his children to sin and be stumbling blocks. you'll continue to devour the lost sheep and not give them the bread, you continue to think that you're not leading them astray, you're going to find out you had it all wrong. Because it was happening by our own people and even all of them too. And they trusted in the people that have been lying to you. Oh, but the Bible said they twisted the words. You do not give your peace to someone that is a pagan. No. Yahani said it. If they're not in the same spirit as the Most High, just let them go. Let them be with their own. Does it mean that we have to be mean to people? No, you can still be nice. But the point is, have no fellowship with unbelievers. People keep asking me, so now you isolate yourself? If you don't believe in King Kongo, Tatanzambi, and spirit and in truth, you better believe it. Because I know you about to be gone. Yeah, I go see my parents and family members like, yeah, okay. But they've been lying to us. You don't get it. You're not going to have nothing no more. Because these are the days of Noka. These are the days of Noka. All the cities of Canaan are going to burn. They tried to disguise it for so long. Now it's over. It's done. The person going to attack the United States is the Most High himself, people. So how are they going to stop that? The person that's going to attack Russia, Europe, all these other places is the Most High himself. And the Maliki Congo coming with him. Who's going to stop that? The Anunnaki? Yeah, right. They kicked their butt many times. They can keep lying to you. Okay? Makaya don't play with those jokers. Gablia don't play with, they know. They'll take the yin-yang things and drag them out the door. Okay? Them Anunnaki can't mess with Tatanzambi and Pungutalendo. Let them keep lying to you. Lily ran, you don't even know. Okay? None of these false gods can deal with the Most High. He letting them think, okay, now it's my turn. Don't even try. Why you think they're trying to run and hide right now? They can't go nowhere. They're trying to keep breaking the firmament. Kill this guy. Kill this guy. He's coming now, mocking him like the gorilla that they claim he is. They're not working for him, even if they are dark-skinned. They're not working. They're working for Jupiter, I'm telling you, for Zeus. And don't let them keep telling you they're nice. Yeah, right. You're going to be right there in the fire with all of them too. Okay? And people are talking about how do you burn things. I say, you're going to see how souls burn. Yes, they do burn. Yes, you're going to feel pain. Yes, you're going to have torment because it's a whole different level than what happens in this plane. Okay? All right, 1 second. Yeah, let people keep telling you that they're not false prophets and false jokers. And I say, I never claim to know everything. But those who wanted to teach me and those who want to continue to be deceivers in the process, and not being honest about the fact that they, I told people, hey, you're going to get caught. Everybody, you're about to get caught. Everybody. Now I kind of know how to sing this right. When there's love at home. Keseki tuzitele vo tuzolana kwana yalaranga vo tuzolana wete yoluvuvamu bilamina kikilu mpasi kezi tatwako vo tuzolana zolana 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 wete wingi tunanga vo tuzolana kese kingi vananzo vo tuzolana Kentumona sitako vo tuzolana kana votu kwandanga lekwa yingi ovanza ina sindiri ina unsiri tutova votu zolana zolana vozolana zolana weti wingi tunawa votu zolana Zambe utukutu danga votu zolana zinga kutu sambula votu zolana wantu ekutu kwikila vuvu ekutu budanga keme kutu swalanga votu zolana, 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 zolana. Weti wingi tunanwa, votu zolana. When we talk about when there's love at home, okay, it starts for the love of our people in a way that we do not have the hatred, but we rebuke those who do not understand that you cannot keep playing both sides when it comes to how you interact with your people. Because that spirit is going to come on others. See, I am fighting and we are fighting our best to break free of the Babylonian spirit that they keep trying to push upon us. That people themselves don't understand is getting worse and it's going to only get more worse. The anger is going to bubble over to where cities are going to be completely destroyed. And that's exactly what they want. That's the whole intent of this. Because the goal is they hope to get rid of everybody who's also the fig tree. The fig tree is the Banabetu of Isolde. And you better believe they're going to get rid of they're going to keep getting rid of the weeds. And the weeds now are going to completely be out of the picture because the Most High said, my sheep will have pasture where they will have to not worry about the wolves any longer. Okay? And that's the whole intent is they know that list and they wanted to get rid of it. Many Christians think that they're in the good pasture. They're going to find out they were in an illusion and now the trap door is going to fall on you. You were living the good life. You thought everything was in good standing and you were always in debt. You're never in good standing with the Most High teaching his children to break the law, statutes, and commandments. You're never in good standing when you're keeping people in debt with something that you don't own. The Canaanites are not supposed to have land. That was their curse. Their infiltration has given them land illegally, and they're exploiting it using all the false gods that they worshiped. And everybody else was contaminated from there. Mesopotamian science is fabrication. Millions and billions of years and all this garbage was so that they can continue to make money off of these modified creatures they were worshiping. That's what they were. They're gods, the animals, instead of the creator. And these false gods made these people put on outfits and everything that they were wearing all over the earth. And Tatan Zambi's like, you don't even know what this is. He told us not to do these things. He tolerated certain things to help ourselves remember who we are. Now that's over. The renewal is coming. The renewal is coming. Like Toko said, this world is not going to end. He's just going to remake it. And he's going to remake it to where he put everything in its proper place and it stays there. They're not going to mess with it no more. Okay? Anyway, Mbote, Dumalang, Zola Quingi. Who gives a doggone what gods are coming? Focus on the one that we need to worry about that's going to be doing the damage. On the ones that focus on the real gods, not the pretend ones. Okay? I'm telling you, the booms and everything that people hear, the war that's going, that's the firmament. That's all that is. With the war that you're hearing these things, and it's going to now break free. The Father said, now I'm going to overcome them. Like Kusa Kongo said, they shall make war against the Lamb. That's all of the false gods. And now he's going to overcome, and it's going to be a nightmare like you've never seen, because they're doing the good and the bad together. And you're ignorant to the fact that you don't know that you're worshiping false gods, and all the secret societies are not going to pay for it. Every last one of them don't know, have no clue. Those people sitting on top, they're through. They're coming down. Oh, Micaiah and everybody, they're going to bring those people down. Ingita, all praises.